Today's video is part 2 on how to get more out of your sun salutations, how to find that float and a little bit more ease with the jumping through and jumping back. So we already covered in our sun salutation from the forward fold jumping back to chaturanga. Now we're talking about when we're already in our down dog in the sun salutation and we're jumping forward to the top of our mat. And so, yeah, show us the right way and then I'll immediately show the wrong way. So he's throwing it, yeah, and you see how he's like slowing it down. Can you do it even slower? Really squeeze your thighs together and bring your knees into your chest. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And it's all about just like slowing that descent. When you very first start off, maybe you're just stepping right to the top of your mat. And then our endurance builds a little bit and we're hopping to the top of the mat and we're just trying to hop closer and closer to our hands, right? Squeezing the thighs together, trying to get the knees there. You can see that when I do that, like my hips aren't coming very high, right? Like they're staying pretty low and I'm not catching any hang time. So like all of my weight is behind me. What I'm trying to do is have like a split second or like even a full second of my hips over my hands and then slowly lower from there. Because there's a difference between shooting them straight in a straight line, right? We're trying to, in these ones, we're trying to have our hips form this like arc, like you're hopping over something. So just show it one more time. And then you can, yeah, so see how high his hips come up? Now do it the wrong way. Like shoot your hips just forward in a straight line if you even can. Yeah, kind of. His hips are still kind of high though, right? But if you go back and watch how I was doing it, my hips are just like super straight line. Like I'm afraid to get them high. So let's talk real quick about setting your down dog properly so that like it becomes easier for you to get more ballsy with throwing your hips over the hands, right? Because if you don't feel that your body is there to support you, it's scary and it's going to be hard to actually like find this action. First, we're just gonna make sure that his shoulders are like wrapping around the back because he wants to use these muscles to jump forward. Where instead of a back bend, go into a back bend down dog. Yeah, this is not, he can't even do it. Ryan's not the person to do back bends. No. Yeah, you're still like fucking straight. I'm looking for like a horseshoe shape, like around here. Yeah, which again signals that these like lats and serratus anterior muscles are on. And then the weight isn't just in his wrists. The weight is also like in the pressing down with these like the forearm knuckles here, or the pointer finger knuckles here. And now from that position, pull the ribs in a little, turn your core on, and now crouch down and keep your knees into your chest. Yeah, kind of. You kicked a little. But right, like you see, like it was slow and like he didn't even make that many adjustments, but just like from going from that back bend to that like rounded position, just put so much more strength. And then you're like, okay, my body has me. Now I can jump forward. Yeah. I think the only other thing is that Ryan crouches down with his knees quite far apart, which is just like a thing, like a Ryan thing. Yeah, like a frog. It's not wrong, but I guess like if you're trying to clean it up even more, like maybe you would do it with your knees together. Because when we do jump forward, we're trying to keep the knees together. We don't want them apart. And honestly, I think that's maybe a part of like why you kick out sometimes like that. Because you're not thinking about squeezing the thighs together and keeping them into the chest.
That's correct.
Yeah, we all have our flaws.